In traditional Chinese medicine, you've probably heard us talk about yin and yang, the five elements, our organs, qi, and blood. But after a while, all these big ideas bring us to one very simple, everyday question. Why are we all so different? Why are some of us always reaching for a sweater, even in summer, while others feel hot all the time? Why do some people feel drained by midday, while their friends are still bouncing with energy? And why do some of us feel emotions so intensely, while others seem to stay cool and calm through anything? The answer, according to one of the most ancient and foundational texts of Chinese medicine, the Yellow Emperor's inner canon, comes down to one single word: constitution. Your constitution is your unique personal blueprint. It's the living, breathing expression of yin-yang and the five elements inside your body. It's what makes you, you. So today, let's dive into this fascinating concept and explore your own constitution through 6 key perspectives. First up, let's talk about the incredible unity of our organs, meridians, body form, and essence. In Chinese medicine, we don't see the body as a machine with separate parts. Instead, it's a beautiful, interconnected ecosystem. Your organs, the energy pathways called meridians, your physical body shape, and the vital substances like essence, qi, blood, and body fluids, they are all part of one unified whole. Think of it like this. Your organs are the core, the command center of your entire system. The meridians are the highways that connect everything, ensuring communication flows smoothly. Your physical body, your shape, your skin, your hair is the visible result of what's happening on the inside. And the substances like essence, qi, blood, and fluids, they are the material foundation. The fuel that keeps this whole amazing system alive, moving, and thriving. So the organs are the bosses, giving the orders. Qi and blood are the resources, the energy and nourishment. And your physical body is the final product, the expression of this internal harmony. When your essence, your foundational life force, is plentiful, your qi flows smoothly. When your qi is unobstructed, it can properly move and generate blood. And when your blood is abundant and nourishing, your body appears strong, your complexion is radiant, and you feel warm and vibrant. This fundamental unity is the very first step to understanding your unique constitution. In our next video, we'll explore how your specific body type gives us even more clues about your internal landscape. It's all connected, and understanding these connections is the key to unlocking your own health potential. Have you ever worried that you have too much yin or too little yang? So many people ask me, is it bad to have more yin? Or is having too much yang unhealthy? Well, here's a little secret from the ancient classic, the Yellow Emperor's inner canon. Balance doesn't mean 50-50. It's not about being perfectly equal. Some people are just naturally born with a more yin constitution, and others are born with a more yang constitution. Think of it like being right-handed or left-handed. As long as your yin and yang are working together, supporting each other and not draining one another, it's a completely healthy state. So, remember this key takeaway. A natural tendency isn't a disease. Problems only start when one side becomes so excessive that it completely overwhelms the other, losing that essential connection. Understanding your personal tendency isn't about finding a flaw. It's the very first step toward really effective self-care. Now let's dive into something really fascinating. The 5 element types. You've probably heard of wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. But these aren't just personality quizzes you find online. In traditional wisdom, they describe how energy, or kai, actually moves and functions inside your body. Let's break it down. First, wood-type people. Their energy is like a growing tree. It moves upward and expands outward. They're often active, very expressive, and can be quite sensitive to emotional stress, especially things like frustration or feeling stuck. Think of that feeling of wanting to burst out, that's wood energy. Next up, fire-type people. Their energy radiates warmth and enthusiasm, just like a summer bonfire. It moves outward with passion and joy. They're the life of the party, but they can also get easily overstimulated, leading to restlessness or burnout. They give a lot of energy, so they need to recharge. Then we have earth-type people. Their energy is all about stability, nourishment, and grounding. They are often the caregivers, the steady rocks in our lives. They're nurturing and dependable. But if their energy gets stuck, they can struggle with feelings of heaviness, sluggishness, or overthinking. After Earth comes metal. Metal-type people are all about structure, order, and clarity. Their energy is contracting and refining. They tend to be disciplined, organized, and value principles. On the flip side, they can be a bit reserved and are particularly sensitive to grief and loss, which can disrupt their sense of order. Finally, we have water-type people. Their energy is deep, quiet, and conserving, like a deep pool of water. They may appear very calm and reserved on the surface, but underneath, there's a lot of depth. They are closely connected to the emotion of fear and can be prone to exhaustion if they don't manage their deep energy reserves properly. Now, here's the most important part. Almost no one is a pure single element. Most of us are a blend, usually with one or two dominant tendencies that shine through. The goal here isn't to rigidly label yourself and put yourself in a box. It's about understanding your body's natural rhythm and flow. By recognizing whether your energy tends to rise like wood, radiate like fire, stabilize like earth, contract like metal, or conserve like water, you can learn how to best support your unique constitution. It's all about working with your nature, not against it. And that's not the only way to look at it. Another fascinating layer is understanding your constitution based on which of your organ systems tends to be the most dominant or the most sensitive. For instance, some people might have a strong liver system, which ties back to that wood element we talked about, making them driven but also prone to stress. Others might have a more sensitive lung system, related to the metal element, making them more susceptible to respiratory issues or sadness. It's another powerful tool for self-awareness. By piecing together these different aspects, your yin-yang tendency, your dominant elements, and your organ sensitivities, you can build a truly holistic picture of yourself. This deep understanding is the foundation for making choices that truly nourish your mind and body. It's about personalized wellness, tailored just for you. Have you ever noticed how differently we all react to life? Some people feel things so intensely, getting fired up or passionate in a heartbeat. Others are like a warm, crackling fire, expressive and full of life, but sometimes they get a little too hot and feel overstimulated. Then there are those who often feel tired, heavy, or find themselves lost in a spiral of overthinking. You might also know someone who seems a bit fragile, with shallow breathing, or who gets easily swept up by sadness. And what about those who always feel cold, a bit fearful, or just can't seem to muster up the stamina to get through the day? In traditional Chinese medicine, these aren't seen as personality flaws or weaknesses. They're simply different patterns of energy, or what we call kai. For instance, that quick emotional reaction. That could be a sign of active liver kai, the warm but easily overstimulated person. That might point to a vibrant heart yang. Feeling tired and prone to worry often relates to what's called spleen weakness. The emotional sensitivity and shallow breathing can be linked to a lung qi deficiency. And that feeling of being cold and lacking endurance, that might be a sign of weak kidney essence. The beautiful thing about this perspective is that it's not about judging or trying to fix ourselves. It's about understanding our unique constitution, our natural tendencies. Chinese medicine isn't about fighting who we are. It's about learning how to support our nature. It's about bringing balance to our specific patterns so we can feel our best. Think of it like gardening. You wouldn't give a cactus the same amount of water as a fern. You learn what each plant needs to thrive. Similarly, by understanding our own energetic makeup, we can learn what we need to thrive. Now, let me ask you something. When was the last time you really looked at your hair? I don't just mean checking if it's styled right. I mean really observing it. Is it thick and shiny? Or is it maybe a bit dry, thin, or turning gray earlier than you'd expect? You might be surprised to learn that in Chinese medicine, your hair tells a story. It's considered one of the most visible indicators of your internal health and constitution. There's a famous saying in the ancient medical text, the inner Canon, hair is the surplus of blood. It also says, the kidneys manifest in the hair. What does this mean? It means that the health of your hair is directly connected to the abundance and quality of your qi and blood, as well as the strength of your kidney energy. When your body has plenty of nourishing qi and blood, your hair will reflect that. It will be strong, dark, and lustrous. It's a sign that your body has enough resources not just to function, but to flourish, so much so that it has extra to nourish your hair. On the other hand, if your qi and blood are weak or depleted, your hair can be one of the first places to show it. It might become brittle, dry, fall out more easily, or lose its color prematurely. What depletes our qi and blood? A lot of things we experience in modern life. Think about excessive stress from work, not getting enough quality sleep, or going through long periods of emotional strain like grief or worry. All of these things can drain our resources and, in turn, affect our hair. So, the next time you're brushing your hair, take a moment. See it not just as something cosmetic, but as a messenger. It's a bulletin from your body, giving you clues about your internal balance. If you notice changes, it might be your body's way of asking for a little more support, whether that's more rest, better nutrition, or finding healthier ways to manage stress. Learning to read these messages is a powerful step towards taking better care of yourself from the inside out. Finally, let's talk about your temperament. You know, in the world of Chinese medicine, we don't see emotions as the enemy. Not at all. They're actually seen as a natural expression of your organ's energy, or qi. Think about it this way. If you find yourself getting angry a lot, it often reflects what's happening with your liver. If you're experiencing intense, overwhelming joy, that's connected to your heart. Constant worry and overthinking? That points to your spleen. And that deep, lingering sadness can affect your lungs, while profound fear resonates with your kidneys. Now, this is super important. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with your personality. It's not about you being a bad or negative person. It's your body trying to communicate with you through your emotions. It's a signal. True self-care isn't about trying to suppress these feelings or change your fundamental nature. It's about understanding the message and giving your emotions a healthy outlet. So, instead of fighting your anger, you might ask, what is my liver trying to tell me? This shift in perspective is incredibly empowering. And that brings us to the core idea of constitution. Your constitution isn't some fixed destiny written in stone. It's a dynamic, ever-changing state. It's constantly being shaped by what you eat, how you sleep, the emotions you feel, and even the changing seasons. It's a beautiful dance between your internal world and the world around you. By understanding the core principles like yin and yang, the 5 elements, and your own unique tendencies, you can start caring for yourself with a sense of clarity and wisdom, rather than just forcing yourself through another restrictive diet or punishing workout routine. This is the timeless wisdom of the Yellow Emperor's inner Canon, one of the foundational texts of Chinese medicine. It's all about knowing your nature, respecting your body's unique balance, and nourishing your life according to who you truly are. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more fully yourself. It's about finding harmony within, and when you do that, you don't just feel better, you thrive. You unlock a level of vitality you might not have known was possible. So, what does this look like in practice? Let's break it down. If you know you have a hot constitution, you'll naturally gravitate towards cooling foods like cucumber and mint, especially in the summer. If you tend towards dampness, you'll learn to reduce dairy and sugar, and incorporate foods like adzuki beans and barley that help your body process moisture. It's intuitive. It's personal. You become your own health detective, using these ancient principles as your guide, and it's the same with emotions. When you feel that wave of worry coming on, instead of getting lost in it, you can take a moment to do some gentle stretching or eat a warm, comforting meal to support your spleen. When grief feels heavy, deep breathing exercises can help open up and support your lungs. You're not just managing symptoms. You're addressing the root. You're working with your body, not against it. This proactive, gentle approach creates lasting change and a deep sense of well-being. This journey of self-discovery through the lens of Chinese medicine is truly transformative. It's a path of compassion, not criticism. It invites you to listen to your body's whispers before they become screams. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your unique constitution, season by season, day by day. It's a beautiful way to honor the incredible intelligence of your own body. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration. If this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into living a balanced and vibrant life. See you in the next video.